We've just completed a 20,000 square foot expansion of the early 48 Foundation Museum here in Auburn. And we've added two new 10,000 square foot galleries. One is the FLOYD Motor Company, and it contains a collection of every 1936 Ford made. And they're all restored 100%. And what we've done is recreated a Ford dealership from 1936. So you can go in and pretend to buy a new 1936 Ford. It was beautifully done by the Delphi design group out of Fort Wayne and San Francisco. Our other gallery is the Frank Corey Gallery, which we're standing in. And that's the collection, it's next door actually. That's the collection of the Ford Foundation Museum. And it goes from 1952 to 1953. And what our mission is to preserve the history of the Ford Motor Company production and the culture that surrounds it between 1932 and 1953. And that culture, we're saying, changed America. We're going to include a hot rod in here and a race car from the Indianapolis Museum, giving us a 1935 Ford Indy car, and that's coming next week actually, and a 1926 Ford with a flathead V8 hot rod that was built in the 40s, and that's coming next week. A little late for this party, but we're dedicated to that whole culture, that whole history that the flathead V8 was responsible for. All those hot rod songs, the Hot Rod Lincoln, on and on and on. It's really a part of American culture that we're trying to preserve. And we're dedicated here to making this an educational facility. We consulted with the Indiana curriculum, middle school curriculum, when this room was designed, this gallery was designed. And we want to encourage kids and their teachers to bring their students in here and learn about the year 1936, when Henry Ford said, "I declare the Depression over." So that's what we're trying to preserve, and I think a lot of people have worked very hard for many years to make this possible, and we're very happy to be in Auburn and be part of this wonderful automobile history community.
Well, it all started about when I was getting ready to retire. My wife asked me, "What were you going to do when you retire?" And I said, as a kid, I always liked working on old Fords. So about a year later, my wife was in Texas, and she purchased a 36 Ford Cabriolet, and that's where we're living in the Twin Cities. So I worked on it in the garage and worked on it some more and modified it for road rallies and stuff of that nature. Then we picked up another one and had it restored. Then when we moved back to South Dakota, we decided to find a few more if we could. And I found an area at T, South Dakota that had shops and craftsmen that were really good at doing restoring. So we kept doing it. Well, when we finally got down to an auction in Fort Lauderdale, that's been about 7 years ago, we were able to pick up a Club Cabriolet, which we knew was the rarest of all of the 36 Fords that were made. So once we did that, we said, do you suppose we could actually complete the collection? So 2 years ago, we finally completed the collection with the Boulevard delivery.